Hi and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've never seen me before. My name is Rachel and I am an indie author of over 50 books and a co-host of a podcast now, which is really cool to say. The co-host of the Indie Author Roadmap. If you would like to check us out, I'll leave a link down below. But I'm just coming here to talk about an update. I started this last year and was trying to update every week, but my life is just not geared for me to have that kind of consistency. It's hard. There are children living in the house. They have weeks off school. There are just busyness. And so I would really love to be able to come on and update every week as to growing my YouTube channel, growing my author career, and, you know, give you a week by week thing. And it just doesn't work at the season of my life at the moment because it's super busy. But I'm just going to give occasional updates and title it episode such and such, and then you can just click through them if you're interested in watching them. And I did have separate playlists, levelling up my author career, and one was monetizing my YouTube channel. And again, it's just where I am in my life. I'm finding it really hard to just get the time to edit that many videos. So I'm thinking I'm going to put this as just one video because I have two goals. One is to increase my earnings on as an author and just level up my author career, and the other one is to monetize my YouTube channel. And so I think I'm just going to do a general update. So I'm going to call this episode 1, and it's episode 1 of 2025. And there are previous episodes. I'll link the playlist down below if you're interested, and they're kind of single. And I'm not going to promise to do these weekly. I'm not even going to promise to do these monthly. I'm just going to come and check in when I have something to say and talk about it. So we are actually February of 2025 when I talk about this, and I did do a New Year's plan, so that's kind of cool. But I'm just talking about where I'm at the moment, my plans. One of them is I finished my book. Oh my god. It feels like it's taken me ages to finish that book, but really it hasn't. I think I started it in November, December, so it's not actually that long. And it's come out 121,000 words, which was a little bit of an overshoot of my book. It was supposed to be 60,000 words, but who's counting? And yeah, I finished it. So, what now? I've put it to one side. I don't normally put them to one side for a while, but this one I'm going to. So my original plan with this was to hold off on it and write the rest of the books in the series and actually rapid release them. I've never rapid released, and I thought I'd just test it. I thought I would have a go and see what happens because it can't hurt, which is really great. But the problem is I have 2 pen names and I have over 50, that was book 51 finished, by the way. So I have 2 pen names and a few series across both pen names. And I don't think any of my series are actually finished. Not that I don't finish them, it's just that they're ongoing. And I have readers of all my series. I'm trying to think how many series I maybe have. I maybe have 5 series across my 2 pen names. But naturally those series have readers. Yay! Because that's awesome. But it's like choosing which one to write on next. And obviously the readers will message, depending on which series they're reading, and when is the next book coming out, when is the next book coming out. And I'd love to say to every single one of those messages that I'm writing it now. So I've kind of had to go on a business choice. So one of my series is the best selling series out of all of them. It's every day in my sales. It's the one I always sell the most of. And it's probably been a year since it's had a book to it, and I keep getting messages off people, when is the next one coming out, when is the next one coming out? And I'm thinking from a business sense, it actually makes sense to write this book next because people are waiting for it. Last book on the series I wrote went up for pre-order. I got the most pre-orders I'd ever had. And so I'm like, I really need to get this. And it's planned to be a 6-book series, and so there's only a couple of books left, so I'm like, I really should perhaps consider finishing this, but it's kind of annoying because it's on my other pen name. And yeah, I was wanting to kind of write more here. So I'm like, but then I'm like, I also want to go back and re-edit the earlier books in that series because as a writer and having written so many books, and I've written many books between that last book and where I am today, I've grown and I just want to go back and edit it. And then on here, as Rachel, I have pen names, both my names pen names, by the way. I have made a video about pen names. I'll link it. It should be published by the time I publish this. But anyway, so I was wanting to, I'm so terrible. I have so many series ideas. There's 2 series I want to write here. So I want to explore the why choose genre or the reverse harem genre. I have a really good idea. I'm not generally a plotter, but I have a lot of things plotted out for this story because it just came to me as like a really good story arc, and I was so excited. So I was like, do you know what? I want to write that, and I have like a 5-book arc for that. And then I was like, and then I have Alex needs his second book, and I've got the second book to that plotted out. Again, I don't normally plot, but it's a crime book, so I really need to plot the crime. And then I was like, right, so I need to edit books, so I need something in the middle, so I still have stuff coming out, and I can write 2 to 3 projects at a time. It's not a problem. I write fast and I write a lot, and I know I'm very fortunate to do that. So I was thinking of writing a paranormal cozy mystery, and I know I have so many different genres that I write. They all apart from Alex Rogan, which is a DCI book, pretty much all my books are in a fantasy of some kind. So I was thinking I could have a play with the cozy mystery series. It's paranormal cozy mystery, so it's a witch and she's got a little pet dragon, and I could plot the Why Choose book at the same time, and maybe if I start writing it while I am editing the books in the series for my other pen name, so that I can get ready to write book 4 and write the latest book. The advantage to editing the books as well is it's been over a year since I wrote the last book in that series, so it would be really nice to reacquaint myself with the characters as well, and what was going on and where my head was taking the story, because it's not a plotted story, it's a pants story. So that's my thought. So I want to write a reader magnet for my paranormal cozy mystery. The first book is going to be Hexed and Found. It's a witchy book, and I was thinking that the short story is going to be about 6,000 words, and it's going to be called Before the Hexes, and I have a whole idea about the story. She's, you know, this book is literally going to be super cozy, where she's going to acquire like a snow globe is the idea of the story, and it's going to wreak havoc with her magic and her little dragon. She has this little pet dragon who talks, drives her nuts, and occasionally burps fire by accident, but because of this little cursed snow globe, he's going to start burping snowflakes. And I just thought it's just going to be a fun story, and I posted a video about writing trash books. This is going to be trash books. It's literally just going to be me going back to my younger, into the super magical books. Roald Dahl was a big thing. If Harry Potter had been around when I was a kid, I would have loved those. I did love them as an adult, or do love them as an adult, so I'm like, I'm just going to enjoy writing. So I'm writing that short story this week and gonna have that as a reader magnet, and then I'm aiming for the books to be like 40,000 words, not even that long. I just want to have some fun while I'm editing my other series, and it's just basically to, 1, keep my writer brain happy that I am writing books, and 2, to keep the business side happy, edit the books, bring them up to date. You know, there are some things in it that I want to not drastically change, but at least just edit because I didn't like them, and in a couple of reviews I've seen that the readers didn't like them either, so I'm going to do that. So that is my writing update, and I know I probably should update on sales and stuff. So as for sales, it's still going great. I'm still using everything I learnt from the Matt Holmes course. I am still earning doing it is probably my favourite course, and I believe I can put an affiliate link down below if you would like to check him out. His course has probably been the one that turned my sales around, and it is literally, you put $1 in the machine and $2 to $3 comes back out all the time. It's amazing. So I have been using that for my advertising, and it has more than doubled my income now, so that is fantastic. And like I said, I'll link it. And with regards to that, I just keep growing. If you have watched any of my episodes where I was talking about updating my author career, I talked about I wanted to read the Newsletter Ninja books and things like that. I still actually haven't got around to it just because I've been super busy, and I do need to pick up my newsletters. That is one place where I'm lacking. That is on my goals to do. But that's it really with the writing, is edit one series, start writing another series, plot another series, and try and pick up my newsletters and just keep my Facebook ads going. I'm just enjoying that they work. And I did take part, so AP Beswick has a Facebook group called Novel Games where he does a challenge to post on TikTok or video social media basically, so Instagram, Reels, whatever, every day. And I did start taking part in it, and I get in my own way a lot. And I had with that overthinking it. And I was talking to Rob, my podcast co-host, and he's been consistent for a couple of months, and he's actually really seeing the results of his consistency now. And he was saying to me, like, Adam was right all along, Adam AP Beswick, and it's like, I really do want to do it, and it's just I have so much on my plate, so it's that, but I also get in my own way and I overthink it. So I really do need to set myself off into just doing it, but it's on the plate with the newsletter ninjas. So yeah, that's where the writing is. As for here, my goal was to be consistent every week, and again, it is just my life. It is just so busy. I can record the videos, but sitting down and editing them and getting the piece to edit them is really, really hard. And it's really funny because my children are grown up, and you think when your children are grown up you're going to have less time. Actually, you're going to have more time. Actually, you have less time. I don't even know how that happens. I am just so busy all the time. And it's funny because one of my children doesn't have children, and she's probably the busiest out of all the children with the children. I don't know how. I think maybe because you don't have children, you fill all your spare time up with stuff, and so you're constantly busy. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just really struggling at the moment to be consistent just with the way life is and the season of my life. And I'm just like, whatever, I will try and be weekly, and if I'm not weekly, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. My numbers have grown. I think I'm at 625 subscribers at the moment, which is awesome. I was at 628, and then last week 3 just vanished. So I don't know what that is. 3 people suddenly decided they didn't like me and unsubscribed, or who knows, but it is what it is. But I'm still going with that. One of the things I want to do is trying to sort my schedule out, and I'm getting there. So I've talked about this before. I do some freelance work as well, just because I've been a full-time indie author since 2016, and it's quite lonely. Like, you're on your own, and everybody in my house goes to work, leaves me in the house, and I can write all day, which sounds like a dream, and it is a dream. But when you literally have no work colleagues and no one to talk to in your, you go for your lunch break in the kitchen on your own. We're social creatures. Even me, the completely introverted person, have that social side. So I've took on some freelance work. 1, because I can help authors, because it is author related. And 2, it gives me connections with people. Like, I have people who I have been freelancing with, I get to chat to them, we get to have Zoom meetings. The authors that I help, I get to chat to them and make connections there. I mean, it's just really cool. And if anything, it's actually made me write more, because I'm like 9 o'clock every morning, I'm going to start my freelance work. So I get up super early, 5-ish. So I'm like, I've got 3.5 hours, because I've got to get ready to do my writing. And actually, I now write more having freelance work to do than I did before. And I think it's because I've got limited time. But I still need to work my schedule out. I've got it pretty down. Monday to Friday is when I do my freelance stuff. I get up at 5, I write till about 8-ish, 7:30, get changed, get dressed, whatever, and then log in and go about my freelance work. And I mostly do that all day and stuff, and then in the evenings, it feels like I get to finish work. That's another good thing about having the freelance work. Working solely for myself as a writer, there was never a cut-off point. And it's my favourite joke, is that I quit the 9 to 5 so I can work 24/7. Which I was doing as an author. But because I have my author stuff in the morning and then I do my freelance work after, and I actually give myself a finished work time, it feels like I've got my evenings back. It feels like I have put that separation back into my life, which means I get time to do the things that I enjoy, like reading and writing and going for walks and whatever. I don't have much time because obviously getting up at 5 I go to bed quite early, but it's just been better Monday to Friday. So the problem is I also have loads of things I want to do. So I have my YouTube channel that I want to fit in, and I'm like, so I have to record that. So like when I'm recording this, it's super early in the morning, but it means I've had to sacrifice my writing time this morning to sit here and talk to you, which is fine. And I just have to get my brain in, it's all the same thing. And then to edit this video, I can't edit at night. 1, I'm too tired. Again, up at 5 o'clock. By the time 6 o'clock in the evening comes around, I'm like, not a chance. I might play some games and I might read some books and I might watch some TV, but that's all you're getting out of me. And then weekends, I think I'm going to have Sunday mornings for editing videos. So I think it's like record a couple of videos and then try and edit Sundays. That's my plan going forward anyway for my schedule. To have a scheduled time to edit, because if I don't have a scheduled time to edit my videos, I don't edit them. I got to edit tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow, and it never comes. So I'm like, I'm recording this today. It is Wednesday, and I am going to edit my video on Sunday morning, even if I'm sitting in bed, and then I can post it. And I know I have to get out of this mindset of I don't have to record, edit, and get it all up on the same day. I can literally record today and post it in a couple of days. Totally fine. So that's my plans for scheduling and my channel. Other thing is I did it last year, have this 100 days challenge. So last year there were 6 habits that I wanted to bring into my life, and now there are 9, and they relate to, and I'm not sure if I've talked about these before, they relate to different areas of my life. So some relate to my writing life and some relate to my personal life, and I have a chart on my wall that has got every day of the year, and I give myself a score. And if I have done, I get 1 point for every habit I have done. And I know it might sound weird, but I have an achiever brain, so this works for me. And so my things are read every day, write every day, purpose for social media. So this isn't banning myself from social media, but it's using social media purposefully for my business, for actually going on to catch up with friends. It's not just scrolling it because I'm bored. Journaling. I love doing the morning pages. It's good for my brain. It's really helped my mental health, so I want to keep up with that, and I've probably done that for years. Exercising, doing a daily exercise. My writing and my freelance job both mean I literally sit in an office chair all day, and because I work from home, for both, I literally just move from my desk to the sofa. That's not good for me. So I have an exercise every day, at least walking 5,000 steps, and I have a dog. I have no excuse not to go and walk. So yeah, I'm trying to remember them all. One of them is finishing work at the right time, and the freelance work has pretty much sorted that out. But I had the habit of working from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to bed. So I had this habit that I finished work at 5 o'clock. Boom, gone, no matter what I was in the middle of. So that was one of my habits I wanted to do. Another one was eating whole foods plant-based. This is a personal one. I eat whole foods plant-based. I didn't want to be eating any processed crap. You know, it was just for my health and stuff. So I want to make sure that I'm doing that. Another one is making sure I'm getting veggies in every day. Again, it relates to a health thing. You know, it's so easy to eat junky food and be unhealthy, and so they're not really writing related, they're just me related, I think. Is that my 9? Oh, and the other one was getting to bed on time. So I have a habit of, and this relates to the work one, when I was just writing, I would write for the whole day and then do admin stuff in the evening. Some of it would be scrolling social media. See, all these habits feed into each other. And then I would literally work till 9, 10 o'clock when I went to bed. I would then sit and scroll YouTube, and I've heard of it as called revenge procrastination. And it's when you're so busy through the day that you're procrastinating going to sleep, and then end up staying up till midnight, 1 o'clock. And when you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, that doesn't feel good. So I have one of the things is that I'm in bed for 9 and that I am turning the light off at 10 o'clock. Gives me an hour to read. So all these habits go into each other. So I think that's my 9. Reading, writing, journaling, purposeful social media, exercise, finish work, go to bed, veggies, and whole foods plant-based. So that's it. I have those 9 things I have to do every day. They're dead easy, and I get a tick every day. And my goal is to obviously get a score of 9 every day. A lot of times it's kind of like 7 to 8, some things, but I keep going. So that is another part of my update, and just trying to form habits and enjoy my life and not let things get out of balance. So yeah, that's my update, and this is, I don't know if it's episode 1 or episode 2, because I did do what I wanted to do in 2025, so technically this could be episode 2, but I think I'll call it episode 1 and just have this as a series. And yeah, I'm back and forth, you just have to go with it. But that's my update for today, and I'm going to go and get some work done. Actually, I'm going to go and eat. So I will leave that there, and I hope this was interesting for you. If you're doing anything similar to me, let me know, or just come and have a chat, because yeah, I enjoy it. I'm going to leave down below the link to my podcast that I do with Rob. It's a podcast that is, it benefits all authors, but it's aimed to new authors. And I'll leave a link down to the group that we have for it, but come and join us. But for now, I'm going to leave you here and go and get some food and then start my day. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.